Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be going over the history and geography of Cheshire in England. First of all, an apology. This part of the county is all dark because I messed up my pencil trying to draw the borders here. And I eraser smudged it and I kept trying to fix it and it got worse and worse. It's actually a lot better than it was, but it's still very dark all around here. So it's not a map thing, that is a me error. I apologize to the people of this area and Crewe and Chester and all that. My bad. Let's talk about the geography here. This area is very hilly, very picturesque. We are a hop, skip, and a jump away from Liverpool and Manchester over there. We are bordering Wales right here. And this border is within the Peak District National Park. The most important rivers to discuss are up here is the Mersey. You can see right there, the Mersey River, flowing through Warrington, which is the largest city in the county. And flowing through Chester, which is where the county gets its name, is the River Dee. Flowing through there. And that's pretty much it. We've got a little coastline here, but nothing too significant to its history, which let's talk about it. History here dates back pretty much to the history of human habitation in England. There are various hill fort sites in this area, but it doesn't enter the realm of significant human history until the year 71 CE, when right here the Romans established a military base, which would become a little town. Of course, that would become the town of Chester over time. The Romans slowly but surely abandoned England. The natives lived here, and it would be in 616 when the Anglo-Saxons invaded, took over this area, and incorporated it into Mercia. Of course, over time, that would be replaced by the Normans, making it part of England, although this area, from what I read, wasn't really of big interest to the various kings throughout the early history of England. The only real important thing was that it bordered Wales and they wanted to keep an eye on those pesky Welsh over there. Besides that, people just kind of did whatever. It wouldn't really become very significant in the history of England until the Industrial Revolution, when many areas here would develop industries. We can see Macclesfield over here became really big in the silk industry. And here in Crewe, the railroad would become extremely important. But there are various industries throughout this area. It was because of that railroad industry that Crewe was bombed at least one time during World War II by Germans on their way to Liverpool. This was right on the way, important railroad hub. But the only other historical event I found was also a tragedy here in Warrington in 1993. The IRA, which was an extreme Irish liberation movement, set off a bomb here, and many people were injured. 2 children lost their lives. Very common practice for the IRA back in the 1990s. Mostly over on the island of Ireland, though. And that's it. That's all of the history that I found that happened here. I did find other little bits and bobs, but I'll show them to you on Google Earth. But there's actually one other important thing that happened during modern history, and it's a UNESCO site. So let me grab my tablet and we will read about, let me make sure you can see. I'm going to make this landscape for you. Make sure you can see the Jodrell, I think, Bank Observatory. Located in a rural area of northwest England, free from radio interference. Jodrell Bank is one of the world's leading radio astronomy observatories. At the beginning of its use in 1945, the property housed research on cosmic rays detected by radar echoes. This observatory, which is still in operation, includes several radio telescopes and working buildings, including engineering sheds and the control building. Jodrell Bank has had substantial scientific impact in fields such as the study of meteors and the moon, the discovery of quasars, quantum optics, and the tracking of spacecraft. This exceptional technological ensemble illustrates the transition from traditional optical astronomy to radio astronomy from the 1940s to the 1960s, which led to radical changes in the understanding of the universe. You can look at some pictures, but we will look at it on Google Earth. It's this huge, big old telescope there in the middle of this gorgeous countryside. We'll take a look at it on Google Earth. In fact, why don't we do that right now? Let me hit the lights. I'll switch over to Google Earth on the tablet, and we will look at Cheshire on Google. Wait. No, we're not. There's one other thing I needed to tell you. I am so all over the place. I remember because I grabbed it off my bookshelf. There were some famous people that were born here, but the most famous is Lewis Carroll, who wrote Alice in Wonderland, and I bookmarked this page because you can see the Cheshire cat. So in America we say Cheshire. We don't say Cheshire cat. We say Cheshire, which is not how you pronounce it, but that's how you do it in American English. So I say Cheshire when I'm referring to the place in England, Cheshire when I'm talking about the cat. So the Cheshire cat apparently has a big smile, and that is a phrase from Cheshire about, grinning as big as a Cheshire cat. And apparently that's because there's such a big dairy industry that the cats are very satisfied with all of their milk. Something like that. But there's a lot of origins as to where the concept of a Cheshire cat. This dude was out of his mind when he was writing this book. He was growing and shrinking. So, who knows what he was thinking. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. All right, now let me dim the lights. And we'll look at Cheshire on Google Earth. Let's go. Here we are in Cheshire. And let's start by zooming out so you can see exactly where we are in the world. I feel like everyone should be able to find Great Britain on the globe or a map. It's this big old island here. This northern part is Scotland. This sticky out part is Wales, and the rest is England. So we are right in the crook here, just before the sticky out part of Wales. Right here. Let's start over in Chester. Definitely the most fascinating place here, in my opinion. There's a lot to see here, but what I really want to show you is the wall. You can kind of see Chester City walls over here. It sounds like my cat Bonnie just woke up. You know how chaotic she can be. These are Roman walls originally, and look at this town. It's so pretty. It's so quaint. Yeah, and they're pretty much extremely well maintained and preserved. And what's really great is that this city is in 3D. So I'll show you what I did. There's a little field there, a big tower. We can go along the wall and explore all along and see the sights along it. There's beautiful gates as well. Big road there. All the little homes, aren't they so cute? City Walls Road. Yep, that's the outside of the wall. So we're going to go this way. I think that's... Bonnie, you trying to open... Yeah, she's... Okay, she's not satisfied. There's a drawer that she likes to sit inside. I thought she wanted to get in it. Apparently not. Here is the Chester Race Course. You can see it was built in 1539. It is the oldest still operating race course in the world. Can you believe? Looks like they do all kinds of racing events here. Not just horses. It's probably where they do the horses, right there, I think. Or right here. I don't know. I've never seen a horse race. I don't really know much about it. But we still see the wall right there. We're still coming along. And then as we round this way, you can see the wall going up over there, we hit Chester Castle. Let's take a look. Pretty interesting little castle. It looks like all of the museum stuff incorporates the wall as well. All the pretty towers. Look at that. That is so cool. That is a neat place. And they've got little reenactments there by the looks of it too. You can go back throughout time by the looks of it. Beautiful cathedral there, which we'll poke over at the Chester Cathedral too. But yeah, isn't that beautiful? If we come this way, another bridge gate there, it says. Over here we've got the Roman gardens. Oop, thank you. Thank you. Kind of what's left of the Roman settlement that was once here. It looks like they've displayed some old columns that have been found. And a little bath area there. But the place that has been preserved the best is over, I don't remember, nope, right here, right next door, the amphitheater. No wonder I couldn't find it. It was right in front of me. Roman amphitheater. Or at least what's left of it, right? It's a cute town. It's so cute. Look at all that's left. Looks like they do little fairs and stuff. Of course, little festivals. That's what it looked like once upon a time. Amazing. Amphitheater outer wall replica. But yeah, look at this. We can just like pick the main street here and see in 3D all of these cute little houses and buildings. It is so, so quaint. And then up here is the cathedral. Right now that's just a church. Just go through the town and just see all of this gorgeous architecture. It's so very English. Like, here's the cathedral. You can't miss that. Let's take a peek. It is such a beautiful city. And very pretty cathedral too. Very like Gothic and imposing. Looks a little bit like Westminster. But yeah, that is Chester. It is pretty cool here, and there's lots of neat little museums and stuff, but I have other things I want to show you. And as always, I highly encourage you to explore this area on your own, because there's a lot of neat things around here to see. All kinds of things. Let's head up here to Warrington. I don't think there's anything actually in Warrington I wanted to show you. Nothing too exciting. It seems like it really is just a stopover for people commuting to Liverpool or Manchester. One of those towns. But if we look nearby, I don't remember the name of it. It's somewhere over here. Grappenhall is where Tim Curry is from, one of my favorite actors. Isn't that great? He was incredible. It was Daresbury, I think. Where is that at? Oh, I was way on the wrong side. This is where, not that. Wait, yes it was. Show it to me. Give me the... There we go. My goodness, I was right. Stop gaslighting me. Lewis Carroll Center. Little Lewis Carroll Museum, because this is where Lewis Carroll was born. We can see little Alice trinkets here and there. Beautiful countryside here. And some of his artwork. But yeah. This is where Lewis Carroll is from. This area here. Would of course go on to write Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Another town right here is home to another British celebrity. If I just tap this, this is where Harry Styles is from. And it looks like his fans go and leave messages or just leave their names on the "You've made us so happy" on the bricks here. There's some over here. You can see like, "I love you, Harry. Thank you." We're all a little bit gay, aren't we? Yes, 100% facts. This seems like a Harry Styles fan pilgrimage area. But also nearby is our UNESCO site. Look at this in 3D. Oh, bam. It's so big. It's so big. And like, look, okay. So say like you're a person, you are a person, but say you're like standing right here, okay? This is, oh gosh, Google Earth is not having a good time. Let's pick a better spot. All right, this is a pole right there, and that's like half of you, right? Look how big this thing is. It's so big. Wow, let's take a look at it. Google Earth is not being very helpful. I think the 3D is throwing it off. You can see it's pointing straight up on this day. Zooming out into space, looking for things to find. There's Copernicus. A little mini version, I suppose. Big party here at the telescope. And it looks like there's a science museum. Here's a little Sputnik. Can learn all. Oh, pretty comet going by. Nice photo. Yeah, they can listen to space here. You can see there's other telescopes around too. Pretty cool. Let's look at over here. We can look at, over here in Macclesfield, I was telling you about the silk. They have a silk museum here. Which, like, didn't realize how intense the silk industrial machinations here are. You figure, like, worms produce cocoons. There's a panda, oh my goodness. Worms make cocoon. You take thread and sew it. Like little punch cards that you'd put into the machines, and it would make a design based on the little dots. Some early Ada Lovelace style coding there. To create silk clothing. What's all the Egyptian stuff here? Hey, bunny. Hi, baby. She wants to go outside. 1 second, Bon. I'm almost done. Almost done. I had to be careful here because this is a neat slideshow. Because when I was researching, I accidentally wandered it away many, many times. Actually, I'll show you something really weird that's on the outside that I need someone to explain what it is. Here's Hare Hill. It's a little eerie up here on Hare Hill. Little hares are kind of creepy, but in the best way, right? It's like all these ruins and stuff are out of bounds for us today, unfortunately. I believe, yep, just outside. How sad is that? But, there's somewhere over here. Yeah. Hey, bunny. What are these? Do you see all these blobs? What's happening here? It like keeps going and going. Look at all these. What are these? I was trying to like, almost looks like footprints when you zoom in close. But then when you go out, it's a forest. I'm guessing it's deforestation. It's little plots. But this is the national park, so surely it's not. So someone needs to tell me what's happening over there. But that's also not where we are going today. We'll explore that another time. Little nature reserve here. Let's take a look. I think that's pretty much all the things I wanted to show you. There wasn't anything particularly exciting in Crewe or Warrington to look at. Just little towns, you know. Whoa, it's a little eerie. Some swans, and some forest, and some goslings. How cute. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. If I forgot anything significant to show you, I will include it down in the comments or somewhere below. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this style of content, please consider subscribing, especially if you liked this Google Earth portion, because next we're going to India. And the areas there have some incredible nature reserves. You're not going to want to miss them. They are stunningly beautiful. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know any comments down below. Every time I do a place in England or Wales, it seems I gravely mispronounce something. So let me know what it was. I tried real hard today. So keep in mind, I am an American. We do talk very funny. Anyway, I hope you found this video to be relaxing and educational, and I hope that you have a good night.